Thick CC and Flat Maddie.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Maddie and a girl named Cece. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Cece.
We were just walking along the street one day when suddenly a bus came out of nowhere.
Wait. I haven't gotten there yet.
Shut up!
Portuguese girl?
Excuse me? Who wants to fight a war for a king who makes you lie on the ground and clap when you talk to him? I mean, how can he even hear you?
He has 20/20 hearing, of course.
That's vision, doof. Hearing is out of 30.
No, it's not. Anyway, as I was saying, this girl Maddie was a generally more awesome person than Cece.
Hey! Anyway, we were just walking along one day and we got hit by a bus.
Oh, no one cares. The bus was actually a time machine, and we got sent back in the time to the land of the water elephants.
This is Monomutapa, or Mutapa Empire, which is where we were sent back with the bus.
Time machine!
Whatever, crashed into us and sent us back into time.
It's Hippo World! Monomutapa actually means the land of the water, the lord of the water elephants in Bantu, the language that the Monomutapans spoke.
Wow, where are we?
Stuck to the bumper of a bus? Earth to Maddie.
Thanks, because I really needed that. I meant, where is the bus?
In between school and my house, where we were walking to and from, respectively, I would bet.
You lose your money. Have you ever seen this strange tree before? And all these stone houses. Hey, they don't have mortar between the stones to hold them together.
Well, that's good. Who murders someone in between bricks, anyway? Oh, and by the way, that strange tree belongs to my neighbor. Whoa! Who's that?
My point exactly. We are stuck in the land of Monomutapa, where they have 2-story buildings made entirely of rock with nothing to hold them together. That could come crashing down on your head at any second.
Yay! Maddie's head gets smashed! Happy!
You would too.
No, I'm too excellent.
You know, someday I'm going to get you for this.
I'll take you on right here, right now. You ready for it? You want some of this? Huh?
We're telling a story.
Hello. Are you looking for the public enclosures?
Yeah,
definitely.
Shut up. What are they?
You know, it's tourist day. We all get to tour the public enclosures in the center of the town. Oh, yeah, what the heck are they? My friend here needs some clarification. You idiots! The largest and most beautiful is where the Monomutapa's many wives and courtiers live.
How many is many? Are we talking about 5, 10, 50?
More like 300. Another is where the king holds court, although we're sometimes allowed to go in there anyway. And the last is the home of the pages and bodyguards of the king and the aristocrats, all of whom are training to be in the army.
A wrist of cats? That'd be one big furry wrist.
Aristocrats, although cats are nice too. I'm talking about the feudal aristocracy we have, the lords and ladies and such who are in charge of different bits of land. Many people work for them because they let you eat, but they don't actually give you any money.
So anyway, there we were, stuck about 300 years in the past. I handled it very maturely.
Oh, sure you did. The day we got there, I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, Flat Maddie was running in circles, waving her arms above her head and screaming, "Madre! Madre!" That means mommy in Spanish.
You don't know Spanish?
I know, I just guessed. Wait, so was I right?
Anyway, we were stuck there, so we decided to look around. We started asking people where the heck we were.
Yeah, I'm still confused about how we could communicate with them. They didn't speak English. They spoke some Bantu language. There were a bunch. Called Shona, I think.
Well, time works its miracles in many ways. Woohoo!
Don't do that. Anyway, the first person we talked to tried to convert us to his religion, some weird monotheistic thing.
No duh. More than 50% of them are that weird monotheistic thing. Well, my children, are you coming to the temple to worship your god, Marive Matajini?
Wait. Who got mad at a genie?
Yeah, it's a bad idea to get mad at a genie, because then they Matojini.
Ah, click.
Have you heard him more often referred to as Mulimo, perhaps, or just Mari? It is time for the ritual consultation of the Mondoros, you know.
Come again?
The consultation of the Mondoros, the ancestors and spirits, you know. Why do you not recognize these? Wait a second, you're not Christians, are you? Bingo, now you're speaking my language, mister.
You might need to work on your tact.
Oh Lord, you are friends of the Jesuit minister who infected and baptized our beloved Monomutapa, aren't you? Luckily, he got what was coming to him. Thank you, Muslim merchants, even if I don't agree with them on every point. But if you are indeed his friends, then you must be friends of the Portuguese army they sent.
What Portuguese army?
Don't play dumb with me, lass. I'm talking about Francisco Barreto and his 1,000-man army, and they sent because your friend Mr. Christian got killed. You can't pretend, just because your buddy isn't the biggest bully on the playground now, that you never supported him.
So then he didn't win?
No! His troops caught a plague up in Upper Zambezi and had to stop. They never made it further, and now they've established a small city up there. Our king taxes them greater than 50% on imports and all things bought to support our empire.
But that doesn't seem fair.
They lost a dang war, dude, and were left by their country. You kinda gotta pay the price and suck it up, man.
You're kidding. He's going gangster on us.
Let's skedaddle. So, we barely made it out of there with both our religions and our lives.
No. I was in no danger of being converted to get mad at geniesism. Thank you very much.
After that, we accidentally charged into what seemed to be a farmer's market in the city called Luan's.
There were only 2 other cities with these markets, Demerara and Masapa. There were loads of stalls, and the merchants were calling out their wares with vigor.
Silk, 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 right over here, fresh, didn't even get past Ukiwa or Sofala. On the way here.
Glassware, lots of glassware. I got glass beads imported from India.
Porcelain from China. I've got white and blue.
Gold?
You idiot! There's gold everywhere around here. We can't get away from the gold. Why do you want to buy more? Go sell it to the Portuguese, loser.
Wait, what about copper?
Yeah, that's all over Mutapa, or haven't you noticed?
Salt and ivory too!
Get out!
Shizzy pants.
Excuse me?
I said shizzy pants. Got a problem with that?
Sort of.
Look, you wear pants, I wear pants, everybody wears pants. Are you saying shizzy shouldn't be allowed to wear pants?
I've got Mashara. This is beautiful cotton cloth which adores the throne of the Muin Mutapa, everyone. Hey Cece, did you hear that? The Muin Mutapa, the lord of the plundered lands, has to sit on that stuff all day.
He doesn't have to sit on it, stupid. It goes on the back of his throne.
How'd you know that?
'Cause I'm smarter than you?
Ugh.
Right. Well, eventually, some of the people shopping in the Fira, that's what they called marketplaces, pulled us off each other.
They looked like they were really mad, so we decided to make a run for it.
Actually, to be fair, you decided to make a run for it. I was perfectly content to chillax with them and buy something. I mean, it would be so cool to have the stuff a king touched in my locker at school.
I will point out, though, that his butt was the only area that did the most of the touching.
Okay, shut up!
Yeah, okay, sure. Anyway, we stumbled along the Zambezi River pretty soon after we got out.
Big surprise, Dodo Head. All of Mutapa was centered around the river. All the most productive areas were in the valley.
Yeah. And they stretched for 700 miles along the river, over a region which had in the past been Great Zimbabwe and would later become Zimbabwe and Mozambique.
They only stretched thus far because, hey, this is fun. When a group was sent to try to colonize the more eastern areas, they rebelled in short order and formed their own little empire, the Mukaranga.
Right, and the capital was near the Mukaranga, and the coast because that area had the best possible combination of arable land, grazing land, and gold. This capital was called Zwangobe, set up by the first king, Nyaksamba Mutoto, in the 15th century, and it lasted until 1723 AD.
Yeah, so we decided to follow the river upstream, because at least if we got lost, we could retrace our footsteps.
Along the way, we passed the cities called Matendre and Naleteo, before finally stopping in the city of Delodolo.
Blow. That's fun.
Yeah, well, when we got to Delodolo, by speaking a few natives, we learned that the king was in town.
He didn't normally live there, but he was staying there temporarily. He frequently went on tours of the land because since it was so spread out along the river, the outermost territories were sometimes hard to control.
That's why we had fumbos, or lords, who were like governors of different provinces. Those positions were hereditary, as was the monarchy.
Right, yada, yada, yada. So we decided, dun, 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 that we wanted to meet the king.
Actually, for the record, you decided that. You got us into...
Yeah, because you're too much of a loser. You didn't have the guts to meet Hippo Boy.
Excuse me?
Hippo Boy, Lord of the Water Elephants, the Monomutapa, Lord of the Plundered Lands, the Monomutapa, Lord of the Mines, also, I think, the Monomutapa. All the same dude. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I'm amazingly impressed by your inability to remember what we were actually called.
He had a lot of names. There's also Monomutapa, Monomutapa, and Mutapa. Care to hear some more?
Right, so Fatso here.
I'm not fat, I'm thick.
Okay, so Thickso here. No, that doesn't scan as well forced us upon His Majesty, the Monomutapa of
Honey bunches, no one cares.
the land of Monomutapa. We went into his castle and we tried to see if we could meet him.
Wow, this is really cool.
Tell me about it.
Look at all this gold.
And silver.
And ivory.
And porcelain.
And statues.
Of him?
Jeez, that guy needs to get a butt massage.
Excuse me?
His cheeks are all saggy.
And this means he needs to get a butt massage. Why?
I meant his butt cheeks. So naive.
Gosh, you drive me crazy. Why am I even friends with you?
Well, I mean, you can't help it.
Oh, just be quiet, okay? I'm not interested.
Oh, okay. So, let's go. I kind of want to see Saggy Butt Cheek Boy.
Fine. Your majesticness.
You wish to see to me? What gift have you brought? Right. About that. We totes had this really cool present, but then a giant chimpanzee came and knocked... Yeah, I'll shut up.
We brought, advice. That is our gift for your highness. We have great advice in our matters of stately importance.
Yes, we did. Very good advice. Well, for starters, I would shave, and you could get like a massagist.
Not that kind of advice, you dodo head.
Oh, I totally knew that, Mr. Kingman. So remind me, Flattop, what kind of advice do we bring?
Oh my goodness, my lord, are you all right?
All right? All right? Do I look all right? You two idiots come barging into my throne room 20 seconds after the most important meeting of my life and informing me that I need to shave, and then you have the audacity to ask me if I'm all right? I think that's a no.
Hey, what happened in that meeting?
Tact, girlie, tact! Well, I was having a conversation with a Portuguese ambassador. We were debating about a treaty, which my country wants signed. It has to do with the Portuguese protecting our country from the Changa tribe, as well as a few other attackers. They used to be a part of us, but they rebelled. It's a long, ugly story. But today, on this fateful day in the year 1565 AD, our calls have been answered. They signed the treaty.
Yay, you lucky you. Newsflash, they're gonna come back in less than 70 years and kick out your whole civilization.
While pretending to be protecting you, they'll take over your homes. See, this is why I sided with the Portuguese.
Because they're lying thieves?
Okay, that played out better in my head.
Quit interrupting the story.
You started it. I'm so glad that my country will live and prosper. I will get to marry my sister after all. We were worried that one of us might be killed by the Changa.
Wait a sec, marry your sister?
Yes, of course. Oh, I forgot. The common people do not follow this ritual. We monarchs must marry our siblings to keep the leadership of the country, but whatever.
Hey, why are you wearing that fake hatchet on your butt?
That's what's making his butt wrinkly.
Shut up!
It's a hoe! We use them to plow the earth, and me having it on my belt means that we're peaceful because we get our money from the earth and the animals instead of from other people. Not that that's true or anything. You know something, Mr. King? You're a total jerk.
Excuse me, why did you say that?
Why would I say that, Maddie? I'd say that because it's true. He's an aristocrat boor who sits around on his throne all day, forcing people to take off their shoes, lie on the ground, and clap. And now, well, I'm gonna go off without you. Actually, I have no clue what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out as I go along.
Oh yeah? Well, why don't you go join the Portuguese? They like traitors like you.
Finally, I made it to the Portuguese fort. Hello, Mr. Portuguese. I want to be on your team.
What? You're a dorky little fatso. You cannot be of use to us. Just another mouse to feed.
I am not fat!
Oh gosh, get out.
I have information from the King of Mutapa!
You what? Kid, you're the bomb. I just messing with you. You are like my best friend on the planet.
3 hours later...
So, kiddo, they've been around since 1450. They've had loads of civil wars, so they're not very intentionally stable, although they do have good government and a standing army. Very useful.
Yeah,
We want to get them out so we can have all the gold that they have there. Kid, wake up.
What? Yeah, definitely. Sausage does taste bad. I definitely don't like hamburger better. Absolutely.
Someone make her shut up. Anyway, here's the thing. There's this other group of them called the Changa. At least they used to be part of the Monomutapan Empire. There's actually a kind of interesting story about them.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I said it. So, there was this merchant named Changamire, right? He lived under a lord in some province. Don't know what it's called. He found out... Yes, he did. That's the king wanted to kill him. So he decided to kill the king first.
Spaghetti and meatballs, Mommy.
What's that? Wait, is that an army code?
Yeah.
She's lying, boss. She's asleep. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, Changamire storms in and kills the king before anyone can put up a fight. Then he tries to kill all the king's kids too, but he misses the 22nd, the eldest. By the way, that's what I'm talking about, man. Wipe out all the resistance so that they can't come back and get you.
No thanks.
Hey, I said it. You do it. So anyway, the eldest runs away, then comes back 4 years later with an army to avenge his father and reclaim the throne. He kills Changamire and gets to be the first king, but after that, they just sort of split. Eventually, they weren't part of it at all, and now they fight constantly. We were just promised to help them, but really, we're going to take over their land. Mwah, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, is that what he said? I fell asleep after, maybe the first 3 sentences. Dude, if it doesn't start with once upon a time so-and-so farted, it's not my kind of story.
You have issues, Cece. I can't believe you're willing to go with that guy even for an instant.
I just told you, I was asleep.
Yeah. So anyway, after we finally got out of there, I became kind of interested in this place. They only actually lasted until 1629. Although small branches, they aren't generally acknowledged made it into the 1880s. The last Monomutapa, Mambo Chioko, died in 1970 in a battle against, you guessed it,
The Portuguese. They actually infiltrated around 1600, 10 years after the civil wars had stopped, only to start right back up again in a few decades. They began to intermarry with Africans and settled in like normal people. But 29 short years later, they came and kicked them all out.
That's all for tonight, folks, but thanks for watching, and come back tomorrow for another episode of...
Shut up! This isn't a game show!
Oh well, it's fun to do this. Another episode of The Two Girls.
One of whom is awesome and one of whom, well, let's not talk about her.
That's a really long title, but given that you call me awesome, I'll accept.
I
Oh,
didn't-
give it up. I always win.